people. Flaps are good. Leave them down for now. Controls are free and clear. The nice thing about this is we have enough visibility that if one of the cameras departs the airplane, we'll see it.
Right? It's very true. God, it hasn't happened yet. You probably just, let's not jinx it now.
All right, we're going to taxi. Looks like we're using 1.8. We'll use 1.8.
I like how high these stand, you know?
Midway traffic, Navion 07 Kilo, taxiing from the hangars to runway 18 Midway.
So it's a handbrake.
Yeah, it's like a Piper Johnson bar.
Okay.
But this is the hand and the parking brake. So you pull it up and hit this switch and it just holds it there.
Okay. Now, how do you get more braking on either side?
You don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No kidding. All right.
So it's normal for me. I had a tri-pacer and a pacer and a Colt. All had the Johnson bar.
Yeah.
So it was really easy. No, I think the pacer had toe brakes. It was really easy to transition to this, and everybody's like, well, you can't turn it really tight. Well, you can if you go slow about it.
Oh, really?
You can turn it I can turn it right around in front of the hangar.
Oh, wow.
Without running off in the grass, which for as big of an airplane it is,
yeah, that's
not bad.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, my buddy Paul, who flies, you met him, he has the Luscombe, he flies King Air 350s for a living.
Oh, yeah.
And he's flying in this, and he's like, it's almost the same side picture sitting up here as the King Air.
Yeah, I believe it, yeah. These big panels.
Yeah. And just the height, not quite as high, but surprises people when we come into land because they think we're still up in the air when we're when we're touching down.
So how long have you had this one?
It's been like 3-4 years, something like that.
How many hours do you think you have in it so far?
Oh gosh, a few hundred.
Nice.
I think we'll fly with the canopy open.
Okay.
Unless it just gets cold, but
that should be good.
I like flying with the canopy open.
if you can, you should, you know?
Yeah. Just not all the way open. I made that mistake one time. It slows your way down.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
But it will fly with it all the way open.
It's not, yeah, it will.
Not recommended?
It's not recommended. It doesn't accelerate it real well.
Gotcha.
All right, we're going to do a little run up here. Mag check. Okay, normal. I'll lean this out just a hair. Prop. Cycle that a couple times.
It likes that warmer oil in that prop, doesn't it?
It does. Carb heat, which is kind of just an alternate air intake. This is a pressure carburetor. We are going to put the flaps up.
So you pull them up, then go back to neutral?
To neutral,
okay.
Yeah. So we're making power. Cylinder head temperatures are good. We have oil pressure, we have hydraulic pressure, we have fuel pressure. Our transponder's on, our nav lights are on. I'm good to go.
I'm good.
All right, I don't see anybody in the pattern. Midway traffic, Navion 07 Kilo, taking active runway 18 for departure to the west, Midway. The guy in the pattern not talking.
Is there one?
Right there, downwind.
Oh, sure enough.
Nobody on final. All right, here we go. Okay, airspeed's alive. Positive brake, gear up.
What speed do you rotate at? 70?
About 70.
70? What do you climb out at? Looks like...
Midway traffic, Archer 132, Charlie Alpha, turning left base, midway traffic.
Now he's talking.
Now he's talking.
I have to keep it below 100 till I have gear and flaps up. And then I try and climb out just around 100 or so.
Okay.
The E225 does run hot, so try and keep some airflow, over those cylinders. Today's not bad.
Hey, the cameras are still there.
Yay!
It's gonna be a good day.
Midway traffic, Archer 132, Charlie Alpha, final 18.
Hydraulic pump is off.
Midway.
Yeah, I like it with the canopy open.
Yeah, it's nice. Midway traffic, Navion 07 Kilo, right turning right crosswind, 36, right crosswind, departure to the west, Midway. Yeah, it's a little noisy with the canopy open, but it
feels a lot better.
Yeah, it feels really good. The interesting thing is, if you were to undo the canopy latch, it would slam forward. Vulture?
Yep, got him.
So there's back pressure on the canopy that pushes it forward in flight.
The Grummins are like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you've got this latched and you're flying along, you decide you want to open the canopy, it would be very difficult to overcome that force to push it back to the first lock.
Oh wow.
So there's a little handle on the floor with a cable and a series of springs that you pull that, and it pulls the canopy back to the first seat.
Oh, cool.
And the first time I flew with the first flight instructor, my insurance company wanted me to get some current hours. I flown one years ago. He had owned one, but he thought that handle ejected the canopy.
Oh.
And I'm like, no, it doesn't.
Clear 186, Charlie back Alpha.
What's your fuel burn on this?
I plan for about 13 gallons an hour.
Okay.
We usually get it down to around 11.5 to 12. I'm gonna pull it back here.
God, the visibility is so good out of
Yeah, beautiful day today.
Man. So you were talking earlier, what other kind of airplanes do you fly? You flew Challengers for a while?
Yeah, and then, vintage airplanes are what I love.
Yeah.
So, Staggerwing Beach, T6, a lot of tail draggers. I've owned a Pacer, a Colt, and a Tri-Pacer. Just love the flying milk stool.
Really?
Yeah.
T6 are good airplanes.
T6 is a great airplane.
Oh,
I think it makes you a really conscientious pilot.
It does. Yeah, the PP-1's a great trainer for the T6. And those stagger wings. I mean, if you don't love a stagger wing, you need to check your pulse.
Yeah, there's a little field. I'm not sure what it's called now, but it's right across from Propwash. It was maybe called the Flying S.
That sounds familiar.
So there was a retired American Airlines pilot named Jess Chirac who owned that property, and he had a bunch of antique airplanes and antique cars there. My first vintage ride, or I call it vintage, was an old Pacer into his field with a guy. It's an uphill grass strip, and we taxied up to the hangar, and lo and behold, there's a stagger wing, a Luscombe, an air coupe. He was building a GB.
Oh, really?
Before anybody else.
Wow.
He actually had gone to the guys who worked for the Granville brothers and got the original plans. And he had the wings built and the fuselage built but not covered, with the engine hung on it. And my thought is, everybody was a little bit afraid of that airplane.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, it was before Delmar Benjamin was flying that GB.
Oh wow.
And I don't know that plane ever flew. And then Jess passed away quite a while ago, and I think his son inherited it, or the property, and I'm not sure. I haven't been over there in so long.
I wonder where it is now.
But flying in and out of that little grass strip, I just absolutely loved it. And every airplane that came in there would be guys come in there, really old guys would fly in tail draggers, and they would have pilot's licenses signed by like Orville Wright.
No, wow.
Like they were really old guys. This was of course a while ago, but it was a great place to just hang out. And there's so much you can learn from guys of first generation aviation.
Wow. First generation aviation. Wow. So we're going to the Ranger fly-in, and it's Ranger Airfield, and it's, what, 111 years old, you were saying?
111 years old.
Wow.
Grass strip. It's a mini Earhart had landed there at one point.
And Jared Calvert's the caretaker for that, and he's been working for years maintaining this thing and bringing it back and building new hangars and quarters over there. He's restoring a Jenny, and he's got a Traveler 4000 with I think a bigger motor on it, but it's in pieces. So he's flying the Waco.
Wow!
He's got a beautiful tan and burgundy Waco there that he'll probably be selling rides in.
Air temperature is very close to my head when I look up.
Yeah, that's right. The checklists are on the visors. That's cool.
Yeah, it's really hard to find original visors. They were original in the airplane. Pretty hard to find one that hasn't gotten a one-piece windshield or one-piece side windows, or had their panel redone. This is the original layout, which makes no sense.
Not really.
One of the T-28 guys is looking at it and goes, yeah, it looks like the T-28. The first time I saw one of these, and I guess it's still there, is over at Lakeview on Lake Louisville.
It's probably still there.
That airplane that's behind the FBO in the weeds.
Yep.
I wandered over there one day. I'm like, what is this? This is cool.
And then they got that other one rotting at Northwest Regional.
Yes, it's sad.
It is. And you look at it and you go, I wonder what it would take, but it would just cost so much to get that thing back up.
Well, there's one sort of that's been parked outside for a long time over at Arlington Airport. It's behind Harrison Aviation, and I guess the owner of that airplane died, and the widow was trying to sell it. And apparently, she sold it to somebody who's just trying to move it for a profit. But it's been sitting outside for years.
Oh man!
And the owner of our FBO, Ken, we were talking. He used to own a Navion. We were talking Navions just about a week or two ago, and he was talking about his. And when he told me the end number, I went, wait a minute, say that again. And I pulled my phone out because I'd taken a picture of that airplane at Arlington. That's his old airplane.
Ken's?
Ken's.
Oh wow!
So he was going to go over and try and talk to him and see if
he can snag it. Yeah.
See what he could do. He's the one, him and his father, I guess, are the ones that put the paint job on it that it's still wearing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So one of the quirks of this particular airplane is it's not a constant speed prop, it's variable pitch. So there's no governor.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of sort of have to constantly kind of keep an eye on your RPMs and make tiny adjustments accordingly, especially in Texas when we get updrafts and downdrafts and whatnot.
Yeah.
Right now, not so much, but it's just something else that has to go into your scan.
What's the longest leg you've ever done on this? Do you remember?
Bringing it home from Michigan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How long? What was the longest leg on that?
I think I did 4.5 hours.
Wow. There are some versions that got tip tanks that they can fly forever.
Yeah.
I mean, like, stupid, like, what, 7 hours or something like that? Or?
Yeah, I carry 60 gallons, and if you pull it back and really lean it out, I can get it down to 10 gallons an hour.
Wow. Holy cow.
Or 10 or 11 gallons an hour. Give up a little speed for that.
Yeah.
But the tip tanks, in this configuration, I would hold 100 gallons.
Wow.
Which gives you great range.
Wow.
And the Osborne tips also increase your max gross because they're lifting bodies. So they kind of make up for the weight that they carry.
Okay. All right. Golly. That's more than my bladder can take.
Yeah. Do you want to play it?
Yeah, sure. My phone right there. Thank you.
Your airplane.
All right, got it. How am I doing?
Great. She's really stable. The other thing that's kind of unique about this is there is a light interconnect between the ailerons and rudder.
What do you mean?
It's kind of like an air coupe is interconnected.
Oh, yeah,
There's
okay.
a series of cables, pulleys,
Yeah.
springs. It just is a very light interconnection, very easy to override. But since it was built as not just a civilian but military liaison airplane, it just kind of reduces fatigue in a long cross country.
Okay.
I found that you can take your feet off the rudder pedals if you want to stretch out for a minute and still stay coordinated.
Oh, cool.
And it's just a really stable platform anyway. Makes a great IFR platform, but I probably am going to keep it a VFR airplane.
Oh, really?
Just because I like the original look.
The original layout?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not necessarily the layout, but the look.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. Oh, gotcha.
So our ground speed right now, 140 miles an hour.
Oh, that's good. Wow.
We're in a descent, so we were roughly about 130 coming over.
Okay.
When I brought it back from Michigan, I was fortunate to have a little bit of a tailwind.
Austin Kingdom Cessna 63207's overflying midfield, will be making left downwind for 20, touch and go, Austin Kingdom.
I got it up to altitude and I had a little bit of a tailwind and I had ground speeds of 180.
Oh, wow, nice.
But then I got stuck in Cape Girardeau, Missouri for 3 days because of weather.
Uh-huh.
Which turned out to be actually fun. Like, the FBO treated me great.
Oh, really?
The hotel gave me a stranded pilot rate for a suite. It's a little bumpy over here.
Yeah, a little bit. It's not bad. I don't see anybody, though.
I haven't seen a single airplane. There's nothing on ADSB. I don't expect a lot of ADSB over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally see nothing traffic-wise.
Just keep an eye out for those yellow cubs.
I do have a vulture.
Right there. Boy, that couldn't have been more right in front of us.
Feel that?
Yep.
That's it's right in the updraft.
Going to be making
Yeah.
a right turn out over the lake.
That was cool.
To the northeast, Austin Kingdom.
I will, since working with Raptors, I'm real aware of that. So I'll be out here looking around, watching the vultures and going, okay, I need a little a little forward pressure on the yoke here as we enter this giant ass updraft.
So you've been doing falconry for how long?
Oh gosh, 25,
Oh, wow.
30 years, something like that.
And you do it over at the Scarborough Fair, right?
Yeah, we do the Raptor Rehabilitation Group I'm with. We do the falconry demonstration at Scarborough.
Wow.
It's the last Ren Fair in the country that we do. The executive director used to go around the country, do lots of them to generate funds for the nonprofit.
Okay.
And it's also a great educational opportunity. Okay, we're gonna richen up the mixture here. I'm gonna bring my prop forward a bit. Close the cowl flaps. Back off the throttle just a hair. Prop's full, mixture is rich. I run a little rich, so I'm going to back it off just a hair. Throttle back. Descend down here just a little bit. It should be right over here.
It's like right off the road.
Yeah, we are just to the south of it. I want to give us plenty of room to look for traffic. I see nobody.
Me neither.
Ranger traffic, Navion 07 Kilo, 6 miles to the east, inbound for left downwind, runway 19, full stop Ranger.
Hey Keith, is that you?
It is, who's this?
This is Jared. I'll be judging your landing.
Birds.
Perfect. Is 19 the active?
Yes, sir.
See you in a minute.
Hit a back taxi to crosswind and just park right next to the yak.
You hear him say he's going to be judging the landing?
Oh, he said that?
Yeah. Okay, I have the airfield in
I
sight.
think I do. Right there?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, cool.
So do you know Jared?
Yes. I haven't seen him in a couple years, but yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Real laid back guy.
Okay, tower is no factor.
Nope.
I see no traffic. Got nobody anywhere in visual sight. Ranger traffic Navion 07 Kilo is on the 45 left downwind, runway 19, full stop Ranger.
Well, there's hardly anybody here yet.
Okay, weather reported traffic at Ranger.
Gear down.
Ranger traffic in 5416 Charlie, 11 miles south and east, inbound 3000 Ranger.
Ranger traffic Navion 07 Kilo is on left downwind, runway 19, full stop Ranger. Since I haven't been in here before, I'm going to give us a little bit of room.
Do it, man.
And we're going to eventually bring some flaps into play here.
Yeah, gear came down fast.
Yeah, the gear comes down super fast in this.
I was shocked.
Down and locked in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Ranger traffic Navion 07 Kilo, turning left base 19, full stop Ranger.
I still don't see anybody.
Okay, thank you. I've got nobody in sight as well.
Ranger traffic, Cessna 6993 Alpha is 10 miles to the south landing. Ranger be entering left downwind for 19 full stop.
Ranger traffic Navion 07 Kilo, turning final 19, full stop Ranger.
November 6, 993 Alpha. This is Southwest 3037. This is 69 Ranger traffic, 5416 Charlie, 5 miles to the southeast, 2,500 inbound, Ranger.
Good job, buddy. I like that little slip at the end. That was nice.
Yeah, we were a little high, so
Yeah.
you can slip both flaps with this.
Wow. That was fun, though. And we get front row, dude.
That's cool.
They were expecting you.
Never had anybody try to walk off the wall? Why leave it there to cook?
Yeah.